Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Welcome to stream. So yep, today as you guys can see, hello Axel, I got a stream. Thank you very much for being there. But yeah, as you guys can probably see, today we are going to keep going with some reverse 1999. We're going to keep going with chapter 5 of the main story, The Prisoner in the Cave. So last time, basically Vertin's crew, so Vertin, Lilia, Sonetto, Regulus with Mr. Apple, etc. Basically got stranded at sea, got swallowed in the fucking Bermuda Triangles, got attacked by fucking Gorgon after trying to investigate what the fuck happened in the Olitia house with Manus Vindictae, and now they got on a Peyron, a Greece-inspired land, a Greek-inspired land where basically everyone's a fucking number if you are a philosopher. Like they're basically all fucking math nerds, and yep. Regulus got imprisoned, and then she managed to get out with negotiation through Virgin and Senator, etc. And then she fucked up again and like broke one of the taboos of the island and got sent back right back to jail. So famous goofy goober that is Regulus. But yeah, let's keep going with chapter 5, and yeah, thank you very much for coming. Hey, it's fine if you're lurking, Axel. It's fun. It's as long as you're there, you're listening, etc. As long as you contribute to the views. Yeah, just kidding. But yeah, as long as you're here, as long as you're enjoying yourself, etc. It's fine, even if you lurk and shit like that. It's perfectly okay. So yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fine. As long as you're there and as long as you're enjoying yourself, as long as my stream ain't annoying to you, it's fine. But yeah, let's keep going with part 9, Silent Meeting. Silence is golden. We do well to possess this virtue. Let's go. Let's start.
Before you enter the Great Hall, please place your right palm on the stone and swear to it solemnly.
The girl closes her eyes and begins an emphatic prayer.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance. I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth. I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn. I swear to let matters stay in the world of matter and a form in the world of forms.
Yep, basically like philosophy, math nerds, etc. Like super huge math nerds.
I swear to reveal no secrets.
Oh god,
or my
the
heart
OSC is
shall be
good.
taken by the vulture. My body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
Ooh, that's quite a...
Knock 3 times on the stone. Put on these ceremonial dresses.
That's quite a drastic oath.
Remember to enter the hall from the right and leave from the left. You are the humblest audience here, hence not allowed to speak. Please, stay quiet, and keep the secrets you heard at heart. I will arrange your meeting with 6 after this.
No
6
problem.
is another character,
Miss
if you
Sophia,
guys are aware.
Could you give us some privacy?
I love the voice acting in this
Please,
game.
enjoy. I have nothing more to say.
She walks away indifferently, as if none of them actually existed before her. Wait, what do you mean is the audio mixing a bit off? Is it like crunchy? Something like that? And welcome to the stream, Akari.
Vertin, are we really going to do this? That oath we have to make to enter the hall sounds vicious.
It's your screen, so I can't hear the... Oh! Fuck you! Let me try out something a little bit. I'm going to lower down my volume. Yeah, I don't agree with Lilia. Like, this is... this... I love you too, Akari. But yeah, I don't agree with Lilia. That's like one hell of an oath.
To stay quiet and keep the secrets. It's similar to the training we once received. I can go inside on behalf of Timekeeper.
Nah,
I'll
yeah.
come with you, Sonetto.
Virgin has to be there.
But
Because she's the one with the information.
I can't sense any sign of arcane skill on this stone. The oath is more of a formality than a curse.
The warning is lifted then?
Which
But
one?
when Sophia repaired the floor in front of us with her arcane skill, there's no fluctuation of arcane power either. I can't even sense the slightest signs.
Are we going to dive deep into what arcane skills are?
It's either a kind of arcane skills we're not able to detect, or the moment we stepped onto this island,
we've been trapped in a tremendous ritual.
Yup.
That's to
Sounds
say,
like it.
any arcanum used on this island is only a part of this giant flow.
Yeah, Vertin is aggressively British, and you have yet to heard Regulus. Regulus is the British, is the most British person I've ever heard in my life.
We don't know
Oh.
where this flow is leading us. We know nothing about it. It's too perilous, Timekeeper.
It's fine, Sonetto.
I know, Sonetto. But as long as we obey their rules, we won't get into other trouble.
Yup.
The doctrine of the Apparan is to live in solitude and seek nothing but the truth. In fact, they've never been aggressive towards us.
They've just been enforcing their own rules.
I think of this differently.
They kicked Regulus's ass.
Think, the pure blood arcanist community, the unknown arcanum power, and the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
Yet,
Yeah,
we haven't spotted any traces of the Manus here.
sounds like menace indeed.
Manus Vindictae is like the rat living in the gutter. I don't think they will let go such a favorable chance.
You are so fucking right, Lilia.
Which means we need to find out the truth.
I believe in Timekeeper.
Gotta get in. Lydia shakes her hands.
I have zero interest in this meeting. I'll stay outside to keep a lookout. Take care.
Yeah, our most beautiful, starish Russian pilot is like, yeah, I'm only interested in the action. There's no time to hesitate. The door already lies before them. Hands on hands, and recite the vows in mind.
I wish to be baptized in the water of Gnosis and be rid of the long darkness of ignorance.
I ask my tongue to be taken, for it has spoken mindless words, and I shall stay silent for the truth.
What I really love with this game, Akari, is that like, with everything with the voice acting, like every single character has its own accent from where it's supposed to come from. So basically, there is an actual Japanese character in the game, called Satsuki, and she speaks in broken English with a heavy Japanese accent, and it's hilarious.
I choose to leave the fragments of matters behind me and enter the great hall of forms as clean as a newborn.
I swear to let matter stay in the world of matter, and a form in the world of forms.
I swear to reveal no secrets. Or my heart shall be taken by the vulture, my body consumed in flames, my soul trapped in the endless wheel of birth.
We're entering the Great Hall. And yeah, this is basically, you know, like the whole, you know, the whole debate thing in ancient Greece. Told ya, like, this event is, like, it's not a really event, it's a main chapter, it's a main story chapter, but it's really tied to ancient Greece. All seats in the hall have been taken.
Fellow brothers, sisters, our quest for Gnosis had suffered 3 unprecedented crises. First was the discovery of irrational numbers, and then the creation of imaginary numbers. Last was the loss of the grand unification of different lineages.
Yeah, it sounds like a sect.
The truth was buried, and history was rewritten. But the emanation is not a crisis. Instead, it's our last salvation.
Yeah, you really sound like a Manus Vindictae agent 210.
The supreme existence has once again shown itself to us. The door to the everlasting transcendent world of forms has opened once again.
Yeah, David,
As
welcome
you
to stream.
report now,
Just streaming some
things
Reverse
are rewound
1999
to the world of light.
story.
Everything in the world of matter breaks into pieces, for they are as delicate as a petal before it.
As Newmal pulls down, things are rewound to the world of light. Everything in the world of matter breaks into pieces, for they are as delicate as petal before it. Okay, so they're thinking that the storm. So basically, for the ones who just joined, in the world of Reverse 1999, when time flew and was supposed to get to year 2000, it suddenly started to rewind back, and taking with it everything that came, taking with it everything that was birthed at one single point in time. And in this island, where basically every single person is called after a number, if they manage to reach enlightenment because of math. Yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. They call it like this event is called in the outside world it's called the storm, and on this island it's called the emanation. And what this guy is saying is that it is normal that the world outside, because this island doesn't seem to be affected by the storm / the emanation. So basically what 210 here is saying is that it's normal that they're saying that it's normal for the world outside to be rewound. It's normal, and it's normal, and it's normal, and it should be done because, well, it's the natural order of things, according to them, and it doesn't matter because the inhabitants of Apeiron, of this island, are have transcended. I'm not lost. It's just hard to explain, Akari. Because they have transcended over matter and form, and reached enlightenment through math and philosophy, and they will, quote unquote, live eternally. And so it doesn't matter if the world outside, the world of matter, the world of forms, breaks down because of the storm and the storm / emanation. Basically, what he's saying is that Manus Vindictae are the bad, also known as the bad guys in the story, and they are basically triggering storms extra and using it to enrich themselves and to and to propagate racism against normal humans, because in the world of Reverse 1999 there are humans and arcanists are basically mage. Sorry, I had to drink a little bit of water. And so basically, he's really like on the side of Manus Vindictus, saying, "Hey, Storm ain't bad, and as we are all pure-blooded arcanists, there, it's fine. You know, we don't have to study the emanation slash the storm. We don't have. It's fine. It's okay. It's normal that everything that is happening.
We, who have the honor to witness the emanation of Numa, have the privilege to survive the turning of the Wheel of Birth.
Yeah, it really sounds like a fucking sect.
Because we know the truth. Our survival is destined. It is the beginning of a mission to bring the unseen truth into this world.
Yeah, he really sounds like, yeah, Manus, yeah, a sect, a cult, yeah, yeah, sorry, they're just they're tired. me no be able to speak English because me tired. Me tired and me dumb. Oh. His audience responds with a round of applause, but nobody says a word.
Thank you.
The speaker bows in thanks and gestures towards the hall.
The next orator is 37. Our smallest irregular prime, and the brightest star of Hermes.
Why did you have to put the emphasis on the fact that she's small as fuck? Is it a way to like publicly humiliate your debates, the fucking opposition? Is she an irregular number? 37? I think she is. The plow stops. Yeah, Guru about to get the mic. Yeah, basically, a moment of silent reverence passes education to truth. I mean, Gura and 37 are basically really similar to each other in the way, but in opposite ways. Gura is small, blue, and kind of dumb. And 37 is small, blue, and also kind of dumb, but in another way, where Gura is like, I can't understand math. 37 is like, if it's not math, I don't understand it. A moment of silent reverence passes, a dedication to truth.
The emanation in 1929 only lasted for 2 days. All methods to calculate the Numa emanation failed. We found no pattern in the occurrence of time reversal.
So basically saying, yeah, for now we can't analyze what the storm emanation is, and for now there are no patterns to when it occurs.
All our efforts in the past 4 years have gone completely wasted.
Yeah, it feels bad to be the ones having to say this to your fellas.
That's the end of my speech.
Silence. Long and dead silence. Abruptly, someone starts to clap. What? Oh, Scheißen. Fuck. Cinematic! Order comes first, and opinion comes second. The mission matters the most. This is what she has been trained to believe and do.
Regna sereno intenso ed infinito.
And she broke the taboo.
Who did that? Who broke the silence?
The silent audience all turn their heads and stare at Solitaire. Yet the apparition has gone.
Sorry, Timekeeper. I just...
Get ready to run, Sonetto.
Yep.
The processes are coming.
trapped, like led right into a trap by Manus Vindictae. Yeah, let me get my strongest team credit. Oh fuck, the poison needs to be removed with the poison feather. After an ally kills the target, purifies all poison erosion from allies and gain immunity for 1 round. Okay. Time to fuck shit up!
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Debuff inflicting confusion.
And divide.
Crit damage.
Right wing.
Follow-up attack. Generating some more Eureka.
Shield. Shield.
Ouch. Stop hitting me with poison!
Given that it could be found.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
Using Genesis damage. Lots of crits.
Don't blink.
Bonk. Big damage!
Shield.
Kinda, but kinda not.
Wanna watch time?
Not gonna lie, it's really its own thing.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? Right wing. Right wing.
It's really its own thing.
Oh.
Basically, you only have like 2 skills per character. You have basically only 2 skills per character, and then an ultimate attack. But you can fuse them together to gain some, to enhance the properties.
Сколько побед?
Relax.
I love when my beautiful Lilia is like
Swallow my
talking in Russian. Big damage! Ah, haven't
For your cooperation.
kind of weak there. I think it had a lot of resistances to reality damage. I guess.
Shield.
Time for the most beautiful lady.
Wanna watch the
Are you a
37 to kill everyone.
They are
Advanced
much
construct.
naughtier than the
Done.
Foundation's kids.
I love the design for the characters too. Like the whole dental apparatus there. Tooth Fairy's dental apparatus there. Like it's. Yay, love it. It's creepy. It's kind of creepy, but it's cool too. Like the pirate's proof. Oh, Crossroad King. Ha! Lucky for once. And yeah, there, Akari, you're going to hear the most British character in the game. She's the epitome of British.
Can somebody tell me why I constantly get locked up ever since I've known Vertin?
Why I constantly get locked up ever since I've not went in? Oh, I don't know, Regulus! Because you're a fucking agent of chaos! In a now neglected corner, the rocking pirate is deep in thought.
First locked up in a suitcase, then a Foundation cell, now this!
I mean, she's the most British character I've ever heard!
Oh, what else could it be if Vertin weren't the jinx? Lads! I know what's going on! You got the wrong person! He is the most irrational number here!
I don't know. Like she's the brattiest brat. It's so funny to me. What do you mean? Vertin is the irrational number. No, you are the agent of chaos, Regulus. You deserve to get fucking locked up. You are the one at fault there. Who's the one who's like, I don't know, like proudly claiming she's a pirate? Fucking hell. She's the most rock and roll character in the roster though. The dungeon gate remains tightly locked. The wood made of it wouldn't understand her words.
I'm knocked. What does it say here? Freedom will be granted once the proof is completed.
Oh no, oh no! Oh no! Are you asking the regulars to use her fucking brain?
That's to say, I have to prove myself not an irrational number to get out of here.
You won't be able to pretend not being an irrational number. Like the way the inhabitants of Aperon categorize people is through math terms. So basically, you have the fraction, the integers, the imaginary numbers, the irrational numbers, etc. And they use it to they use these terms to define, like, according to one's defined character. And irrational numbers are like me and Regulus. They are agent of chaos. They are purely driven by emotions. They are purely driven by emotions, and in apparent inhabitants world, being driven only by your emotions is like being driven by emotions is from the world of matter, from the world of forms. So it's only a physical thing, you know. It's like being driven by your senses. It doesn't lead to the truth. So basically, irrational numbers are banished from the island. They are, or at least they are imprisoned. And well, Regulus is an irrational number, and you won't be able to prove you are not an irrational number because you are so fucking driven by your own emotions, Regulus.
Which is exactly what I've been trying to do, isn't it? Rats.
Like, this is the best example of what not to do, Regulus. Her fist smashes against the wooden gate. You're not helping your case, Regulus. Please, for the love of God. She drops her crouch because of the pain.
Captain, maybe you're in the wrong direction. This apple presumes that the followers on this island have a close connection with Pythagoreanism.
Yes! Thank you! I think they pretty much worship Pythagoras, I think.
Pythagoras? That ancient Greek mathematician? The guy who said something about the opposite side of a right triangle?
Oh my God! My lord! Are you telling me Regulus? Are you telling me Regulus learned basic math? No shit!
Isn't he the guy who lives in sometime BC?
She's still dumb as fuck, but hey.
Maths is only a part of the Pythagoreans' achievement, but from a more universal perspective, they are a mysterious group of scholars. Believing things are made up of numbers, venerating integer numbers, abstaining from beans, and the religious collective lifestyle. These are all pointing to Pythagoreanism.
By the way, the reason why why abstaining from beans and why they hate beans and why eating beans are fucking taboo on the Peiron is simply because Pythagoras were deeply hated and was afraid of, well, beans, or fava beans. He believed they contained the soul of the dead. And this belief led to his death. That's why they hate beans. Oh, on this island.
The earliest Pythagorean school perished because of the discovery of Russian numbers, which explains their odium of it.
And I think another reason of why is because Pythagoras was believed to be the source of philosophical degeneration when it comes down to the younger generations at the time. I think that's why he was like hunted down by he was hunted down in Athens. I don't want to say something I'm not entirely sure of, so I will abstain from it. I don't want to feed you guys false information, but yeah, basically, I'm basically confirming what Mr. Apple is saying. Yeah, he was basically ostracized.
At that time, a deviant student named Hippasus discovered Root 2, and the theories based on the ratio of integers they hold dear were upended. Hippasus himself was drowned in the sea.
Oh yeah, nice! Fucking antiquity, fucking hell. I hate everything right now.
This apple assumes they see the integers as the standard of virtue, and people can increase the number they rank through study and self-improvement.
Except the thing is, like, you can't have a society made out of the same people. Exactly the same people. It's not a society, it's a cult. You cannot, one cannot improve oneself without another, and that's also the reason why you can't do math without you can't learn in details the origins of math without being able to handle every single one of the mathematical tools, meaning that irrational numbers are a part of mathematics. It's kind of dumb. It's probably how 37 is going to understand how her island is fucked, but yeah.
Besides, they are convinced that a numerical code is hidden in everything and everyone. Whoever can solve the code can obtain the truth of the world.
Alright, now I know what's going on.
Are you sure about that, Regulus? Regulus immediately gets off the ground.
This pirate has had enough of this moral standard, which is obviously prudish, backward, and lacks humanitarian spirit. I'm going to tackle the root cause of this misfortune.
How are you going to do that, Regulus? Pirate, the believer in liberty, walks in circles in front of the gate and suddenly starts to pull the loosened strips on the door.
I'm breaking out!
Yep, she's going to do what she does best. Infringing the law.
I'm not surprised. The captain quickly gives the sufficient and prerequisite condition to prove herself a rational number. This apple may be able to offer some help.
As soon as Apple puts his hands on the wall, he feels a violent shake come through it.
What's happening? An earthquake?
Nah, I think the sound of birds and beasts echoes into the cell. Chief Mate Apple floats out from the gaps of the guest room, making a thorough inspection.
All Abraxases are flying in the same direction. Is this their habit, or...?
The Abraxases are the eagle snake creatures you saw earlier. Is it really about to collapse? Rip Regulus.
So far, this place has made the London Juvenile Detention Centre a heaven on earth.
And yeah, she's a regular at the London Juvenile Detention Centre. No shit. Fortunately, the scattered rocks were not enough to... What? Fortunately, the scattered rocks were not enough to fill the spacious guest room. Regulus pulls herself together and resumes her prison break once again. Perhaps the collapse made the cell drafty. A cold, gloomy fog descends to the room. The wooden gate, however, stands still.
Oh, is there a piece of paper? Did one of the Abraxases drop this? Strange.
What could be written on it? Oh.
An unsolvable puzzle. Is this a math problem?
My fucking brain. Oh, please, get me out of here. I don't want to do math! A equals n plus 4 divided by 10. N equals 0, 3, 6, 12, 24, 48. When did I saw that, Wait, what is... Huh.
0.4, 0.7, 1, 1.6, 2.8, 5.2, 10, and 19.6. 8 numbers in total are listed in this order.
There are 8 symbols below, respectively representing the Sun, Mercury,
Yeah, they are
Venus,
alchemical...
Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus.
These are basically alchemical signs for the planets, and they also belong to, like, and since they are also alchemical signs, they also mean something when it comes down to alchemy. So basically, the sun is the philosopher's stone. Mercury is fuck, I don't remember exactly, but like every single one of them. I know Venus is sulfur, if I remember correctly. Venus is sulfur in alchemy, so
Maybe it is a hint that we should fill the symbols in the blank box after the numbers. That sign says to complete the proof. Does it mean to solve this puzzle?
Maybe. But why is it written the unsolvable puzzle?
Ha! How unsolvable can it be? Clearly, each of these 8 numbers should represent one planet. We can easily find the missing planet by trying them one by one.
She's going to brute force it.
And our Mr. Apple here is the king of the Times crossword. Yes?
I think there is a difference between this and a crossword.
It's fucking Regulus. Your brain, Regulus, please! The mellow red fruit rubs his chin, contemplating the crossword.
In this apple's humble opinion, the ratio of certain numbers should match this number sequence, such as the radius, volume, or rotation period.
Wouldn't the sun be absurdly large if these numbers stand for their sizes?
Yeah, probably. A tiny squeak interrupts Regulus's thoughts. Small, rustling figures have gathered at her feet without her noticing.
Hey! The underground critters!
Critters.
Go away! Don't touch my notes! It's not your food!
Yep, Regulus about to fight some fucking critters. Let's keep going with this team then, I guess. Who ate beans? Like, I don't know, 37 is just so fun.
And divide!
Don't blink.
Kid with fire.
Wanna watch the aerial time? Don't blink.
Time to check my calculation.
A little trick.
Oh, it didn't kill, fuck. Not gonna... Oh, shit. I have to save a little bit for... I have to save a little bit of my Eureka points for... I mean, it killed, so it still killed, but hey. Okay, ultimate, this, and then some more...
Welcome to the world
Bird of numbers! Flashbang! Big buff for the whole team.
Don't blink.
Eureka. And then
and divide.
Genesification. And now I can just have Lilia kill this one, kill this one, and kill.
Swallow my exhaust.
Right wing.
Easy.
Victory.
Like,
Okay.
this is the pure definition of how much of a math nerd she is. Like, this is how big of a math nerd 37 is. Like, victory? Okay, but what does it mean? I don't know, what does it prove? Like, you fucking math head! Stupid!
Hold on, please, Captain. Seems like the critters are trying to tell us something.
Yeah, no shit.
They are pointing at the sign of the sun.
Wait, are the critters going to give you the
Is that
answer?
so? Even the critters on this island know math.
The sun. What if the sun is just here to serve as a reference point?
Wait, is she?
I
Don't.
read an IAU's report in the Times 2 years ago. You know, the International Astronomical Union.
Oh no, come on, please don't tell me Regulus is going to solve this shit.
Earth's average distance to the sun is approximately 93 million miles. As for Mercury, the average distance is 36 million, and Venus 67 billion miles.
Right? Where are
Let's
you
say
going?
if we take the distance between Earth and the Sun as one astronomical unit, then the distance between the Sun and Mercury would be approximately 0.4 units, and Venus 0.7 units.
Oh, come on. You telling me she's going to solve this shit? Are you for fucking real? Are you for fucking real? Is she going to solve this shit?
There you go. These numbers are the ratio of their average distance to the Sun to the Earth-Sun distance.
Please, please don't tell me she's going to solve it. I'd have to renew my respect to Regulus. Please, I don't want to do that. She's... No, please, come on, help me. I don't want to do that. Oh my lord. Oh, please, please, please. Give me a sec, I need to do a little something. Blah, 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 blah. Just give me a sec. Okay. Let's go. Touched by a flash of genius, she feels in the first 3 celestial bodies. Once cloudy knowledge comes back with precise clarity. Everything both logical and inevitable.
The average distance from Mars to the Sun is about 142 million miles. Jupiter about 484 million miles. Saturn 886 million miles, and Uranus 1.786 billion miles. By rough calculation, and if we round the results to 1 decimal place, Mars would be 1.6 unit, Jupiter 5.2 unit, Saturn 10 unit, and Uranus 19.6 unit. That's weird. All these numbers one can hardly remember have become so clear in my mind.
And is the influence of the Aperon or of Aperon? Could be. Could be.
But if these numbers stand for the ratio of distance, what's the planet for 2.8? There's no planet between Mars and Jupiter.
Huh.
If the sun is the reference, we will have one planet missing here. Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Between Mars and Jupiter.
Aha! Nothing is unsolvable.
Are they talking about a moon? Potentially.
You are looking at the solution. There must be one planet out there, unknown to us as of yet, located between Mars and Jupiter.
Maybe they're talking about like one of Jupiter's moons. A massive vibration shakes beneath the ground.
What now?
Oh. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this? A planet emerges from the darkness. What? It rises in the air with little warning, shedding a cold grey light. In this damp and dark cave, it's bright, gigantic, and noticeable.
What is this? A celestial body, which I have never seen before.
I have the same questions, Regulus.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this. There is indeed a star between Mars and Jupiter.
A star?
It is called the Ceres, discovered by Piazzi Giuseppe, an Italian priest in 1801.
Ceres?
Like the god, like fauna? I'm sorry. It was an obvious like VTuber joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, Ceres, like, so it's I think it's one of Jupiter's moons.
Did we just validate its existence? Is
Huh.
the universe truly arranged according to this sequence?
Could this be the ultimate key of everything?
Regulus! Regulus!
Lilia? What the fuck happened? What the hell is going on? Someone is eagerly shaking her arm.
What are you doing? Good food poisoning after accidentally eating one of those critters?
I love you, Lilia. Please stay the way that you are. Oh, she's just like I love Regulus and the bickering between Regulus and Lilia. It's like always so fun. They're like always bickering. It's hilarious. Ice to me.
Odd. My head hurts. What was that?
Huh. All the stars have disappeared. Now there are only cold walls and damp air. Oh. And Lilia, who is looking grave.
I'll make it short.
Okay.
Stanetta is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death by giving her the poisoned wine.
What the fuck?
They what?
Yeah, exactly the same reaction as Regulus there. Wait, poison wine? Where did I heard that? I know someone else in there also, like, I know, like, I think it's a Greek philosopher who also got, like, killed through poison wine? Huh. Huh. Interesting.
As you can see, this school on the island lives in a box made by the truth. Even if they have a donut in their hands when they are hungry, they still see a topological space. Like the cute ring attached to an initiation toy. It's
Yeah,
not food anyway.
they're absolutely dumb. They're dumb as fuck. Well, I wouldn't say dumb. They're just hyperly obsessed with everything.
But if you give them a puzzle, they will enjoy it like the best Kaiserschmarrn. Oh, my apologies.
Let me just check
I
what
was
is a
not talking about the one you were
Kaiserschmarrn.
holding.
What is a Kaiserschmarrn? Oh, so it's basically crepe butter enriched with heavily whipped with basically a meringue base. Huh. Never heard of this before. It's supposed to be like a noble food too. Huh. It doesn't taste good.
No. With all due respect, that thing in your hand is pretty old. The mold on it seems to come from the 18th century, judging from the smell. I'm sure you know it will make you sick if eaten.
Yeah, no shit, lady.
But we have to admit, it is not just ordinary mold.
What do you mean by that?
It reminds us of the story in which, once, a merchant's son looked up at the night sky and found the answer to the stars for us.
Huh.
The young man firmly believed that the movement of the stars and the sun follows certain laws. Just like how the delicate gears in a watch work together.
I mean, yeah?
And his point was even proven correct by Zeus's grandfather. When another gentleman observed the
Oh,
sky through
Uranus.
the reflecting telescope he took great pains to make, a celestial body was exactly there.
Okay.
What was it called? Ah, 19.6. The 8th number in the sequence, the 7th planet in the solar system, and the legendary God of the Sky.
Yep, Uranus.
If the world was not created by God, are there any theories we can use to explain such a beautiful law? Yes, the one that says it never actually exists. Anyone can see the breach in this number sequence. That is the planet, which is supposed to be the 5th number in the sequence. I mean, how come we have never seen it before, if it does exist? Either God is wrong, or we've been blind all this time. What do you think?
I want to be contradictory, so let's go. God is wrong.
Oh, darling. I forgot that you are one of the boring people from the modern times.
Yeah, ouch. Like, why did I take a fucking stray bullet there? Why? I don't, please. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve such contempt. Please help me.
You need to understand that we are talking about a forgotten masterpiece from the 18th century. Back then, everyone still believed that the imaginary creatures living on the stars got to witness the birth of God's creations. And the everlasting temperature changes up there were set to punish the exiles. Oh, how romantic.
I mean, ain't really romantic to me, but I mean, you do what you do, Lord AD.
It was a beautiful dream, but it was still ended, eventually, by another discovery. The 8th planet.
Yep, Uranus.
Not the Ceres, nor the Uranus,
Huh?
but a new planet. People found it through more precise astronomical data and calculation, proving that the number sequence found by the merchant's son was only a myth.
Huh?
Now we are clear of what we've been talking about. It's an unsolvable puzzle.
Oh,
It makes
okay.
no sense from the very beginning.
She's burning
We
why
found the
the
Ceres because it happened to be there. It is real, and no one can deny its existence. In other words, we can perfectly prove the rationality of mathematics because we invented it. It's been a good dream. I
kind of
suppose.
true. She's true there.
Now, imagine that you are walking alone in the darkest valley ever, trying to drag your fragile body upward as much as possible before it is worn out. Hoarse cries squeeze their way out of your mouth to ask for a response from the gods. Suddenly, an afflatus dawns on you. The next moment, a miracle happens. You are already at the top of the mountain, witnessing the rise of a huge celestial body from the skyline.
Yeah, it would look like the act of God.
Even if it's only in your imagination, you have just witnessed the dawn of the creation. And the shock is real.
I can see that, yeah. The ruler's help. The perfect shape requires the help of a ruler, a compass, and a set square. Part 11, let's go, let's keep going. Ladies and gents.
An old admonition is engraved here. Let no one ignorant of geometry or the irrational numbers enter.
Oh.
37 told me you are the integers. She's the genius kissed by the god of truth. She can see our numbers and has never made a mistake. But I don't understand. Why would you break the silence at the meeting?
First, because it was a trap, and second, because there was proof that, well, the mission was right, you know?
I apologize, Miss Sophia.
It's not a
I
fault,
won't
Virgin.
defend our behavior.
You may save that apology for later. If you can persuade more than half of the people to vote for your friend's commutation, perhaps she won't be sentenced to death.
Kinda
I have
hardcore,
gathered
you
some
know?
case files from the past. I hope it will be of some help.
The scroll is lined with golden trim. Even without knowing what it contains, it is a significant gift.
These files are... But won't you be in trouble for helping us?
I have my own reasons.
I mean, I think Sophia is also dislikes what's happening on the island. Sophia closes her eyes, recalling the ancient wisdom.
Integers are the living example of virtues, the standard of purification. It represents a soul existing in the world of forms, a true being.
Oh, fuck, misinterpreted what forms meant at the time. Fuck, my bad.
It is the floating points behind the decimal which dent the process of our overall purification. The evil, The ones who violate rules knowingly. The ones who turn a positive number into negatives. And a civil person a criminal.
Oh, okay. So the integers are basically fucking Sith lords from Star Wars. They dwell in the absolute, either good or evil. The character who has no number sighs and looks away.
If integers like you would lose your life over some unintentional mistakes, wouldn't it be a great shame? Besides, I can't stand the idea of you being killed in front of me.
Not rigorous.
37, please shut the fuck up. 37 suddenly shows up behind Sophia like an apparition. Her friend is quietly startled. She speaks no words, only moving a little away from her.
For one thing, we still don't know Vertin and Sonetto's numbers. For another, the fact that every crow we've seen is black doesn't necessarily entail that the next crow will also be black. Even if every virtuous
good way
person
to think,
has been an
37.
integer, we can't be certain that the next one will still be an integer.
37! Yay! Yay! She kinda Dumbo, but now she wife. Also, what a magnificent forehead.
Same case for irrational numbers.
You're right.
She dwells in philosophy.
But people always tend to believe that virtuous people are integers. That is what we call belief.
Indeed.
Correct. But not entirely correct. Everyone can make mistakes.
True.
Numbers are just numbers. They are not associated with virtues.
Yeah, numbers by themselves are truth. They hold no are truth. They hold no will.
Unlike me, you're always right, 37.
Not always, but you know.
I don't know what differs us.
Sophia sighs and shifts her gaze.
Will you be at the assembly?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
She's so cute. She sounds so. She looks so aloof. Like she looks like she always looks like she's in her own world. And in itself, it makes her cute. Like she looks cute, like being in her own world.
Then I will leave them with you. I'm not qualified to set foot in the Hall of Truth. I have done poorly in receiving the guests. I will ask Six for my punishment after the assembly.
Why must why do they have to always deal with fucking punishments? Like, oh yeah, because rewards are the fact of knowing the truth, and is your search for knowing the truth, etc. Okay, well, fucking hell, I hate everything right now. I hate everything right now.
So you are not coming back to my laboratory? Neither will you help me review the calculation results or sort out the books?
She's basically 37's assistant.
The scripture shall not be challenged. What's more, any students here can help you in the laboratory. It doesn't have to be me.
Yeah, maybe, Sophia, but 37 wants you to be her assistant. Oh, she looks so disappointed. Oh, she's sulking. 37 is disappointed. She lowers her head and kicks away a tiny piece of rock.
Had I known, I would have let someone else welcome Vertin and her friends.
she wants her assistant
Like
back.
210. He loves to brag to young ladies so much that he would take the punishment willingly, right?
Oh my god.
You were that someone else who was assigned to receive them in the first place.
Oh, she delegated her work to Sophia. So 37!
If I hadn't
Fucking
stopped
Dumbo.
you in time, How much longer would Regulus's head have stayed in your mouth?
Way too long.
Not to mention what happened last time. And the time before that.
She's too
But
Dumbo.
the fact that I have messed up all the receptions before doesn't mean I may excel in the next one. The chances of messing up the first reception and the 100th reception are the same.
And in a way, she's pragmatic. She's looking at things the right way. Like, she's looking at things in like, yeah. I mean, it's the right mindset. She's like, hey, I may fail, but next time I'm doing it doesn't mean I'm going to fail. You know, like it's not because I failed like 99 times that I'm going to fail the 100th time. She cute.
Whatever you say, you little sophist.
She tiny as fuck. She puts down the file and leaves in a hurry. Yeah, 37 sees Sophia as a dear friend. She's a nice person.
Everyone says so. But compliments won't help her find her number.
37. Maybe you're a little bit too pragmatic. 37 drops her head, but soon her face is lit with an excited smile again. Like a child who has found a piece of candy.
So, Vertin, are you ready for the debate?
Not yet.
Does that mean you will help us?
Probably.
Of course.
Yeah, she was in charge of the guests after all.
I don't want to miss the chance.
What chance?
Yeah, I was about to say what chance, but thanks, Vertin.
The chance to see your numbers.
Ooh.
There's no greater knowledge than the knowledge of oneself. And there's no more exciting truth than the truth of oneself. I
The
can
music,
quickly
it's
tell
so
which
good.
types of numbers you are, but it requires proof to know the exact number of your soul.
Huh.
I want to know the answer before you see your own numbers.
And that's why she wants to help them help them during the debate.
So it's 37 who proves it, not Vertin.
I'd be glad to give this chance to you.
37 turns down the corners of her lips discontentedly.
That's boring.
She still wants to find something interesting, you know.
Let's go, Vertin. The assembly's about to start.
Let's see this trial play. Route of a bird. Between the jaw and the seat, it picks up pebbles one after another. Let's keep going, boys. The OST is like really good in this event. In pairs and dozens, the apparent believers enter the venue. The plaintiff and the defendant are also seated. Are you alright?
Don't worry, Timekeeper. I'll defend myself.
No, it's fine. You do have the right for a law. You have rights. You can ask for a lawyer, Senator. She looks pale, but she's gazing steadily at the front.
Back in the Foundation, I once won a public debate of a similar nature. This is my duty. I won't let it get in the way of the team's investigation.
She sounds really tired, really exhausted. Senator lowers her head in silence, then sets off resolutely to the center of the hall. This scene is all too familiar. Inside the hall, a judge sits in authority.
By our tradition, Miss Sonetto will be given the poisoned wine, so she will be muted and stay that way forever.
Oh, come on.
However, Sophia raised her objection against the decision. After giving the matter some discreet thought, I have decided it is necessary to hold an assembly and take care of it democratically. Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Those of you who wish to commute Miss Sonetto's punishment, please put your pebble into the pot in the middle of the hall. Now, Miss Sonetto, Miss Vertin, you may defend yourselves. Until the sand in this hourglass falls to the bottom.
Huh. Oh, it's time limited. Surely this is a formidable war. Relax and take a deep breath. Do as the training taught you.
I am Sonetto from St. Pavla Foundation. I wish all the honorable audiences here would lend me their ears to hear my defense as a humanitarian gesture.
What number are you?
A sharp question is thrown at them from the auditorium.
Defendant, the court requires an answer. What is your number?
This is purely discrimination already.
What? Me?
Huh.
No, I don't have a number.
Huh.
Don't waste our time. People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth.
Yeah,
All
discrimination.
Her words are void. Sentence her to death now.
That's not how law works. Fucking dickhead. The crowd mumbles approval. The judge knocks at the stone bell.
42's argument is valid. Defenders, what do you wish to contend?
What? It's valid?
What the hell?
I...
Sonetto's face has gone pale. What she has prepared, formal justice, procedural justice, or the training she had, simply has no effect here. This is a new territory.
Objection!
37! Yay! Tell him, math nerd! A petite figure stands up from the auditorium.
According to the record, the last time we inflicted severe punishment was in 1980 to a visitor who ate beans.
Oh, the beans are... Again! Again the beans.
He ate a carbuncle that feeds on beans. Then he was sentenced to death according to the said theory.
Huh.
In our scripture, eating beans is the most evil sin, which undoubtedly fits the most severe punishment. But if we are now executing people for breaking the silence at the assembly, how would it reflect our attitude towards the consumption of beans? Has the latter become less sinful?
She's a master in debate! She's a master in debate! 37! I love you! Oh, the sophism!
Sonetto's punishment to be commuted.
Thank you! Thank you, 37! They eat beans! The crowds start to clamor.
A good argument.
37's argument is deemed valid. The debate will continue.
37 sits down, feeling satisfied. Then a tall man languidly stands up.
Objection. The punishment for eating beans is to throw the offenders into the Gorgon current, while the punishment for the silence breaker is to drink poisoned wine. Among all the punishments we have, there's no other punishment more dreadful than being thrown into the Gorgon current.
I mean... And it ends up the same way! Someone fucking dies! Shake my head!
Because eternity and infinity are the two things we have the least knowledge of, which makes them the most ghastly punishments among all.
Oh my god.
Poisoned wine doesn't make the consumption of beans less sinful. Her argument is invalid.
It still ends up in someone's death! The objection comes quicker than the knock on the stone bell.
Objection! Both of the crimes would fall into the same category if we are taking the punishment as a frame of reference, which
is death. Oh my god, this debate is hilarious. I used to be it's like absolutely hilarious. It's kind of stupid too, but it's really funny.
Objection. The two crimes in question are not commensurable, which makes your comparison invalid.
Oh my god. Objection! The debate is heating up. The crowd is becoming restless. More and more pebbles are thrown into the pot.
What's this? I'm completely lost in this irrational debate. I see. So that's how it works.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sonetto is extremely tied to rules. Like The thing is, Soneto can't, like, it's not that she can't, but she's extremely attached to rules. She's really, what's the word? She's really rational. She's really rational. Like, if there is a protocol, if there are rules, she will follow them. And so when it comes down to adaptability, Soneto is not great. She's not great at adaptability. On the other hand, Vertin doesn't give a flawless fuck about laws, about rules, about protocols. All she wants is a result, and she will do whatever is necessary as long as it doesn't break her moral code to achieve it. That's why Vertin is the most... It is probably the key for this debate to save Soneto.
Timekeeper? Relax. I will help you.
Yay! Help your girlfriend, Vertin! Calm down. Raise your right hand. This is just a debate. It's not about reality. It's not about justice. And it's not about reason. It's about winning.
I object.
Objection! Yeah, let's use my let's use 37 then. If I can like use one only one. Who ate beans?
I'd like to start by quoting 42's first argument.
Huh?
People without a number cannot stand in the Hall of Truth.
Okay. Keep building on that.
In that case, it's not possible for Soneto to commit a crime in the Hall of Truth. Because she can't even be in the hall.
The sophism!
What?
So basically, what you're saying, 42, is that she didn't commit any crime. Since she doesn't have a number, she cannot be in the hall. Therefore, she cannot have committed any crime in the hall. Therefore, you either admit that she has a number and that her arguments are valid and you have to listen to them, or you are nullifying the fact that she committed the crime. You're fucked, 42!
Good point, Vertin. This is our chance to out-argue them.
Even that, it could be found. 4 is a bubble.
Big damage.
Is a bubble.
Ouch!
Let's find what is in that.
Give me buffs!
To the world of numbers.
Welcome to the world of numbers! 37's so cute. I'm liking this little bean.
These are merely clumsy sophisms. We've all seen her break the maxim.
If that's the case.
Objection. What you see cannot be submitted to the court as a transcendental fact.
Yup! Like proof! Like you, even if there are 37, even if you have 100 witnesses, it is not a fact! You have no proof of it!
It's nothing but the fragments of the phenomenal world which can't be used in your argument.
Objection sustained. Please, ladies and gentlemen, keep the debate logically consistent.
Thank you, 6!
Since Soneto has no number, and a person without a number does not exist before the truth, Soneto thus didn't offend your truth. She didn't break any rules.
Since she's operating outside of the rules.
A perfect argument. It could be found. Intersect and divide.
Big damage! One-shot damage!
Objection! The rule breaker has a number. We can all tell that she is very likely an integer.
So you are admitting that she has a number?
Therefore, she should be identified as an unknown number, not void. Your sophism has failed.
42's argument is held valid. Is there anything else you'd like to add, defendant?
Tell you a secret, Vertin. We would call criminals negative numbers.
I got it.
Oh? What's the argument? Why? Oh, okay, I need to... The music! The OST is so good! I love it so much!
Perfect argument. Intersect and divide. Time to check my calculation.
KO!
It is easy to prove Sonetto's innocence. According to the law of the excluded middle, Sonetto either committed a sin or committed no sin. The two statements cannot be both false at the same time.
Huh.
Since we consider a criminal as a negative number, and a non-criminal as a positive number, Sonetto at present is considered an unknown number.
So she can be both!
That means she doesn't belong to the criminal set, or the non-criminal set.
She's the... Oh my god! The Schrodinger's Sonetto! Let's go!
She did not commit a sin, and did not commit no sin. It's a paradox. I hereby demand to modify the criminal sentence that has been given to Sonetto.
Let's... Oh! Oh, and the conclusion of the music! It's so good! I love this game!
The law of excluded middle. A good sophism. Good for you to create a paradox from one sentence of my argument. But pitifully, you've made a fatal mistake. You've taken my argument as the basis of your defense. I said people without a number should be expelled from the Hall of Truth.
Huh?
You don't have a number either, Miss Outsider. Based on my argument, which has also been approved by you, I argue that all your arguments are invalid.
It's once again sophism.
There's no time left. 13 has a number. I saw it.
37, this girl. Pardon me?
37, do you know what you're saying?
Yeah. I read her number just now. 13's number is 0.
Let's go! The best one! 37, my gal! Saving our butts! So she's 0, huh?
Come closer. That's right. Take a few more steps and immerse yourself in the shadow, including that hat. You don't want those good ears to hear this private conversation. That pad of paper from the miss? Yes, the one wielding the ruler is quite valuable. I can tell it is of a certain age and records quite a lot of anecdotes. One visitor to the island took out a baguette from his luggage. To share it with others, he made an attempt to parcel it off. Another visitor fell to the ground and happened to sit on a quart measure and break it. You can learn the punishments for them from the paper. The former was thrown into the sea, while the latter into the further sea.
What the fuck?
Only God knows how this wine-dark sea holds so many visitors.
Perhaps they can also resort to the debate.
Oh, the debate! That's really a pain in the neck for that logical, pragmatic assistant of yours, isn't it?
Sonetto is too pragmatic.
People always tend to mark what they can't figure out as arcanists' doings, as if things would make sense once they do so. But it won't change the fact that the debate is only a game involving sophistry, improvisation, and straw man fallacy. So what makes it superior to beans, if the form is what they are really after? Anyways, whoever fools the others first will win the game. No arcanum at all.
Let's go!
And that argument of hers is the best attraction for the audience. A special number. A 0.
She's the boundary between positive and negative numbers, huh?
You are neither positive nor negative. which means you don't belong to either side. Now, imagine one side as an orderly line, and the other as those wandering around. The wanderers can smell the abnormality.
She's the true
and
neutral.
of course, no one in that line sees you as one of them. In a restaurant, fruits are served without the seeds. But in a farm, the seeds are retained for the next harvest. Is there any value in the seeds? It depends on what you see when you look at them. The moment you realize that, you have come to the crossroad of fate. Now, back to the number we just talked about. Oh my! It's the prediction of your whole life.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Can you believe
What do you mean,
that?
lady?
You owe that spirited little genius a thank you. By the way, what do you see in her number?
Clever trick, 37.
Yes, of course. 37 is larger than 0. But it's not so stable as 0. These prime numbers, they are just hard to divide because they have very few things in common with others. That's why she's always so energetic, highly and solely focused on what she takes an interest in.
Yeah, clearly what
She has
37 is.
nothing like the characteristics of the ones you know in the Grey and White House. Those people are proud of themselves for having kind-hearted factors around them. As their teaching goes, it's always dangerous to be unique.
It kind of is. It means you're operating outside of what's expected.
But some look up at her again and again, exactly because they can sense the danger in her.
That's what makes the life spicy, you know. Interesting.
You are also a good example. You've been looking up, haven't you?
Yeah. Looking at things. She wants to make things right. There's plenty of debate between numbers. Oh, I'm doing it again. Okay, let's go.
Who ate beans?
Who ate beans?
There's a word. It could be found. Are you a rational numbers? Intersect and divide. Rational. They're troublesome. Given that it could be found, form is above all.
Killed. You die! Due to my geometrical magic.
The final demonstration. It could be found. Welcome to the world of numbers.
Give me big buffs on my Genesis damage.
Intersect and divide. Rational. A perfect argument. Uh-huh. The final depth it could be found. Welcome
Again,
to the
give me
world
big
of
buffs. The flashbang is real. Oh, it didn't crit.
numbers. And divide.
There it crits. Nice. So clear this fight. Yes, yes, the deserved victor. And then we have the middle of the axis. 13. Neither biased nor neutral. Neither biased nor neutral. Neither positive nor negative. Neither excessive nor deficient. She is the 0. The middle of the axis. There is an outbreak of muttering among the white robes. Even the solemn judge stands up.
37. You just said Vertin's number is 0. Do you know what it means?
Very clearly.
Would you be able to submit proof to a Peyron?
No problem.
Let's go, 37, my
Half
gal.
of you in this hall have put in the pebbles. If 37's argument is found to be true,
every argument Vertin has spoken in Sonetto's defense will be deemed valid. Sonetto will be exempt from the punishment. I will announce the result once 37's proof has been validated by Apeiron. Thank you for your time.
It is now time to give proof. Like, the CNC, Seance is over. Debate is over. Let's meet next time. One after another, the Apeiron followers leave the hall. The Hall of Truth returns to tranquility. Sonetto slowly sits on the floor in a lackluster manner. Yeah,
Sonetto!
it's pretty normal she would be exhausted like that.
Timekeeper, I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but still I couldn't understand the debate.
Because you're too rational.
I failed again.
Her face becomes abnormally pink, and her breathing becomes fast and shallow.
What happened to her?
I think she's sick.
Come here, little girl. We need to move her outside.
Even though 210 was like one of like on the opposite
Lay her
side.
down on the ground and wipe her palm and feet with dew and peppermint oil. That would be okay.
Is he a healer? Her physical signs are becoming more and more stable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The distinguished number 0.
Even Virgin is kind of surprised. The man shrugs his shoulders.
I'm kidding. I'm 210. Well, instead of the number, I prefer people call me the rhetorician.
I've heard your preachment. Pretty demagogic.
Indeed. The man nods, looking amused.
That's how logic works. With logic, I can prove that you'd cease to exist in the next moment, or that there are no other people in this world except me. Achilles can never outrun a tortoise, and a flying arrow is forever motionless.
Yep. Oh yeah, a flying arrow is forever motionless indeed. It's so easy to explain. Like this one is easy to explain. Or like saying that a flying arrow will never hit its target. It's like it's sophism, it's rhetoric. And it's in a way it's false logic, but it's always funny to me, you know, like.
This debate is nothing but meaningless wordplay.
Indeed, but yeah, basically.
That pacifist let you off this time. 6. A perfect number indeed. For he knows the benefit of reconciliation. Who wants to have blood on their hands and be devoured by the cycle of hatred?
No
Yet
one.
it's a torture for any intelligent mind to hear such an immature debate. Can you feel the suffering of our leader now?
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
But Vertin is just like, it was the only way for her to save Sonetto, so it's fine, you know. 210 gives her a triumphant smile.
No apology needed, Miss Outsider. I also feel sorry for your pain, given that 37 has revealed your number.
What do you mean?
37. Our evil little genius. The most cunning star of Hermes. She's been having fun revealing others' numbers for a long time. Our numbers are our essence. And it's also the most important proof we get once in our lifetime. But she enjoys taking that opportunity away from you. Just because her talent allows her to do so.
I don't think she's genuinely evil, it's just that she doesn't realize it, I think.
She did that to her friend, too. She found out Sophia's number. But without casting an eye on that paper with her number on it, Sophia threw it into the sea.
Huh.
Sophia is Sophos. But you... I pity you.
It doesn't seem like trouble to me.
Alas, poor little Vertin. You still don't understand. The number of our souls suggests our fate. It might be changed through algorithms temporarily, swirling, shifting, or transforming alongside other changes occurring on the coordinate axis.
Oh, so basically to them a number is like a true name in fantasy. Like one who knows one's true name will be able to know about one's fate.
But in the end, we can only be ourselves. 1 is thought. 2 is opinion. 3 is wisdom. 4 is strength. 5, enthusiasm. 6. Harmony. 7. Order. 8. Philanthropy. 9 is restraint, while 10 is completion. 0, however, is in the middle of the axis, the origin of the frame of reference. It's neither positive nor negative, neither prime nor composite. Things are ever changing, but you stay the same.
Oh, that's why 0 fits her so much, because she's unaffected by the storm. She cannot be affected by the storm as... Oh. That's why. Oh, it fits her so well. Huh. She's a constant.
Your loneliness also lasts forever.
Yeah, that's why she's also looking out to save everyone from the storm, because since she's the only one being able to brave the storm. Huh.
This is your fate. Being exposed in full view of the crowd, yet you know nothing about it. 37 was acting on impulse, yet she opened Pandora's box. She leisurely reveals your fate. That carefree behavior makes no difference to picking up a shell on a beach.
It's still...
How could
it's
I
fine.
not pity you?
The man waves his hand and walks away. I mean, the Virgin's fine. It's okay to trade fate for a life, especially a close one. Yeah, still, only the sound of waves comes from afar.
Miss Vertin.
The leader stands in the dark.
37's proof has passed the review. Your friend will now be exempt from the punishment for violating the rules. However, she has to take some catch-up lessons on the scripture.
Let's go! Hey, it's a much lesser punishment. And at least Soneto's like really good in class.
Please, meet me at the hall tomorrow at noon. I would have words with you.
Thank you, 6. I think the next one is going to be the last chapter for today. The last chapter we're going to be playing, Chain of Peace. I know I did a lot less chapters than what I did last time. So basically last time we reached 8. And today we are going to stop at 14, so only 6 chapters instead of 8 from last time. But it's currently 1 PM and I haven't eaten, so please mercy, guys. I just want to eat. I want to fill up my tummy, please, guys. In this life, there are 3 kinds of men. Just as there are 3 sorts of people who come to the Olympic Games, the lowest class is made up of those who come to buy and sell, and next above them are those who come to compete. Best of all, however, are those who come to look on. The greatest purification. The greatest purification of all is, therefore, science.
I wish to tell an allegory to the two of you.
Therefore, science, and it is the man who devotes himself to that, the true philosophers, who has most effectually released himself from the will of birth. John
imprisoned in a
Greek
cave.
philosophy. Oh,
Behind
Plato's
them,
cave.
There was a fire. Before them was a tall, solid wall. Their legs and necks were chained and fixed, so they were constrained to look nowhere but to gaze at the wall in front of them. When they dropped their eyes, they saw their own body. When they looked up, the flickering light of the fire fell over them, and they only saw the shadows of what was passing behind them.
Yeah, Plato's cave.
No one had lived one day outside the cave. The shadows cast on the wall all there was to be perceived as reality. They had no knowledge of the real world. One day, one of them escaped from the cave, walked into the light, and saw the true world with his own eyes for the first time. Everything he saw or felt in the cave was nothing more than a mere shadow of the object's true form.
And then he went back and got killed by his fellows.
Our world is a poor one, Miss Verton. The phenomenal world is the cave in this allegory, where we are surrounded by shadows or some humble fractions of the truth. It is ugly, frivolous, filthy, perishable, subject to decay, and filled with hollow desires and meaningless struggles. Only the wise can walk out of that cave and see the world as it truly is.
Except that if he comes back to the cave to tell the other people what he saw, he's going to get killed.
In that eternal, transcendent world, everything is in its most perfect form. I pray that you, Miss Verton, the representative of St. Pavlov Foundation, and you, Miss Arcana, her counterpart of Manus Vindicte, would pay heed to my words. Everything you've been fighting each other for means no more than some fragments of phenomena to us. There's only one thing worth doing. That is, to seek higher wisdom, develop one's virtue, and achieve greatness in life.
So
We
self-improvement.
have never set foot on the soil dampened by the storm, nor have we ever been involved in the disputes brought by the torrents of time. I beg you, do not take your conflict in the phenomenal world into the realm of truth.
For certain.
Arcana
It
is
was
creepy
never
as
my
fuck.
intention to sully the sanctuary of truth.
Then, to prevent a situation like this from happening again, I would like to ask you two to carve your names on these 2 stone bangles and drip a drop of your blood on each of them. Once the bracelet is put on, no one will be able to remove it. From now on, as long as you're on this island, none of your people will draw blood from one another, or the bangle shall draw all the blood from you. The peace agreement is so decided.
Arcana stretches out her hand and gently takes a bangle.
I appreciate that. I'll sign it.
The leader gives a slight nod. He looks out from the table and simply strides away. The bangle feels real in their hands. It certainly possesses some sort of power to fulfill the bloody pledge.
The peace agreement.
Someone is approaching. Yes, she's still here, from the beginning to the end.
Lady Verton, we meet again. I wish the best to thy friend.
Not gonna lie, like, she looks creepy as fuck, but these gloves are sick.
She's doing well, thanks to you.
You're most welcome. Thou shalt quench, for times hath changed. I would not wish to shed even a drop of Arcanist's blood in vain.
But Schneider
fucking
should
psycho.
be the victim of a merciless bullet?
Verton, my pitiful child. Did you forget? That merciless bullet cameth from a gun never belonging to me.
Yeah, that, again, that's sophism. You basically hypnotized, you basically put Virgin under an illusion strong enough to make her the one who killed Schneider. Vertin, stop! She's guilt tripping you!
What's Manus Vindicte's purpose to be here?
Hearken the archaic wisdom, just as thou doest.
The stone bangle is hot, almost scalding.
I am not surprised. I adore thy visage, Lady Verton, emotionless in the storm. Alas, no man shall bravest the storm and live, including thee.
But she will. Her words sound as harsh as the winter gale. An emotion suddenly comes. It's raging like a bushfire, but soon gets tamed down.
A wooden box in the Elitiao's base has my name on it. Was that your doing?
Sadly, it wasn't. I hope thee findeth the answer satisfactory.
The tension is fucking high. The figure of Arcana disappears in the night. The stone bangle at the wrist becomes subtly heated.
It's burning.
Something is slithering in the woods nearby.
Is that Miss Arcana? Miss Arcana, please, don't go! Save us! And save us!
Two weary figures run past Vertin. They are chasing after their leader desperately, as if they are running away from some horrific monsters. Following them, a petite figure rushes out of the woods. 37?
No! Come back! Come back! Ignorant foreigners! I just started introducing vectors and matrices, and that's the most interesting part!
She was giving them a fucking math lesson! My fucking god. 37, I love your forehead.
Vertin! Great! You always show up at the right time and right place.
Oh no, please, don't.
Stop the masked people! Whatever it takes!
I can't! I have the bangle! It's going to kill me if I do what you're asking! Oh! Well... let's go with that configuration then.
Ah, Bangala! Easy lah!
Easy la! I love Emily. She my gal.
Radio waves are everywhere. Hey, I'm the support staff. Who's hot?
Merci.
Agents have guns. It's called
The
common
sword
sense.
is drawn. Fight for the unarmed.
The shank!
Here's something.
Merci.
Radio waves are everywhere.
The sword is drawn. Fight for the unarmed. Dang, dang.
It's a tough one, boss.
It's a tough one, boss. I love when Anna Lee talks. Like she sounds so like she's basically from Hong Kong, and it really kills me with like her accent really kills me. It's just so cute every single time.
We should listen to what people say.
Copy that.
Copy that.
One, boss.
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Big damage from the corn bloom.
Thunder Talisman.
Scientific vision.
Jubilee easy lah.
Easy lah. This is such a sick ass animation for an ultimate attack. It's just so good.
Low profile.
It's one of my favorite animations, like for ultimate attacks in Reverse 1999. But yeah, guys. Sadly enough, this is going to be all for today's stream. Already been streaming for 2 hours. Wow. Haven't been streaming that long for quite some time. But yeah, this is going to be all for today's stream. Thank you very much for coming to stream. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys had fun. And yeah, I have to say see you till next time. Bye bye, boys.